Yes guys, back again. It's not a van video this time because I know you car nuts, on my case about keeping the car content coming. So we got something a little bit special for you today. Alright, stay tuned. Bosh! The Mark 1 Fiesta. It made its debut in 1976 and was developed under the name Bobcat. 500,000 of these were produced yearly in Valencia and Dagenham, and then later on in Germany too. The name was actually owned by GM, but they allowed Ford to use it. Ain't that nice of them? It was intended to be called a Bravo. That doesn't suit it at all. Fiat copped that name. A couple of standout models were the Super Sprint, which had a 1.3 Kent Crossflow engine, and the XR2, which had the beefier 1.6. 0 to 60 was reached in a whopping 9.3 seconds. Boy racers love this hot hatch. They put the thing through its paces in testing. Old school engineering. Tell me, when was the last time you saw one of these? Rare sight. As Wi-Fi wasn't even a thing, they used to have a car in tow that had information fed back to it. They could measure things like vibration, noise, and even stress on suspension components. Advanced for the time. This thing was a stunner at the Paris Motor Show. Why don't they do things like this anymore? I love the shape of these. They're boxy and purposeful. Very similar to one of my all-time favourites, the Mark 1 Golf. They look great, standard and modified. So I got a main man, Nathan. This is his Mark 1 Fiesta with a little spiciness under the hood. Tell me how you came about such a fine vehicle.
Such a fine vehicle. Well, I had a Series 1 RS Turbo and I was selling it, and it was track spec. Cut the roof off, carbon fibre, and the typical Series 1 wannabe owners, all the owners, they need them standard, their investments, people like that. So I was struggling to sell it as a track car, all stripped out cage and that. And then someone approached me, someone I know, who had this tasty little Mark 1 Fiesta, wanted a Part X. And it is a bit of a cool car, so I thought, might as well. Got the car, it had loads of bits off of it. There was a few things that needed sorting, so it was a bit of a project. The main stuff was done, so it wasn't too bad. Just ended up having it for 5, maybe 6 years now, where I just always end up tinkering with it, doing bits, get it on the road, do a few miles, forget about it, and then just get sidetracked. But every time I drive it, like today, I do think it's pretty cool. It makes me want to drive it more. So, but yeah. Inside we got some Mark 1 XR2 white dials. This was originally a 1.1 gear, but now we've got rev counter, white dials, this little 10-inch mounty steering wheel. This is a pain.
Power steering, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Power steering. So being a Mark 1 Fiesta, 1980 I think it is, or 81, something like that. There's no mod cons. So we've got,
keep fit windows.
Keep fit windows.
Simple door latch. Love it. And, put your map in there.
Yeah, map pocket.
Where's the USB, bruv? You got USB in it?
Yes. Yeah, I must have left it at home. Got a little analog clock.
Lovely.
Come on.
Check that out.
Oh, the time is not even bad, bro. The time's not even bad, bro.
Look at that. He just wanted to get the watch in there, innit?
No, wait, maybe that don't work because the seconds ain't going round.
Stop clock is right, but twice a day.
It's right, bang on. That is weird.
We should do the lottery, bruv.
Let's do it.
Let's do the
lottery.
We missed it. We missed it because it's 9 o'clock.
5-speed conversion. Got a Z-Tech under the hood. Yeah, 130 horsepower. It's the 1800 out of the Mark 3 Fiesta RS 1800. It's pokey. It don't weigh nothing. 850 kg or something. Bit of fun.
What's it like comfort-wise in these seats? Like they look nice.
It's lovely.
But like, is it bouncy?
Lovely.
Like,
no, well, you get your gangster lean on.
Yeah.
But there's no adjustment in the seats, so they are. this is how it is.
It's giving me whiplash vibes. Like, there's no neck support.
Yeah.
Gotta have a strong neck to drive this car.
You've got to be built different to drive.
Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah. So, no snowflake zone, bro.
Nah, bro. No aircon or nothing, and everyone knows you have to put the heaters on full when you're driving and blast out hot air, even if it's summer, because we all know this is Ford's, so this is what you got to do. The conversion was done by someone previously. They've done it really good. They've welded all the mounts in properly, chucked the engine in. Obviously, they've chucked some paint on some bits. The paint's flaked.
Yeah.
It doesn't look amazing now, but this is not really a product of my work.
Yeah.
Could do with finessing, but as I say, the 1.6 90, forget that. That's just a bit of a gimmick.
Yeah.
RS 1800 engine, HO inlet, Ali rad, few little bits and bobs, nothing special. Vibrotechnic engine mounts. We've got comp brake top mounts for the suspension. We've got Gasgold coilovers round. It's got Mark 1 XR2 brakes as well. And as it's got the 5-speed conversion, it's got extra stabilizing bar on the front. All the work's been done, stainless exhaust. It's had the right bits done, and it's had a full respray as well.
Yeah, solid like basis to build on, innit? The essentials are there, really, innit? It's just...
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, you know, the paint is a little bit rough in a couple places. It was done years ago anyway.
Yeah.
So the good thing is then you can use the car and you're not precious about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, this is a car that you can have a bit of fun in, park it up, and it still gives scope to do a little bit too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's a pretty cool car.
All right.
I enjoy driving it, believe it or not. I do enjoy driving it, I just don't drive it enough.
Yeah.
So,
well, what's the overall plans then to do with this? Are you keeping it? Are you selling it? Modding it?
I'm probably going to sell it.
Yeah.
Probably going to sell it because I've got a load of other cars, and you know what it's like, have a lump of money to inject into another car or the garden project or life. So just to keep things moving, really. I think it'd be a good car for someone. I have put it up for sale previously, like a few months back. Had a few Part X's and blah 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 offers, but it's a solid car. It's decent. You know, this has got a lot of trick bits on it. Got the engine, got the paint, Engelmann mirrors. It's got opening front quarter windows. It's got a little XR2 spoiler. Interior, being a little brown vinyl interior, is a bit special. No headrests, just looks period with the car. Super cool. Overall, pretty cool car, I think. So it's got Golf crystal headlights, and also it's got the American style grille with the Ford written in the corner. As much as I'd like to keep it, we'd like to keep them all, wouldn't we? If anybody is interested, jump on the comments, get in touch. We'll see if there's a deal to be made.
As always, appreciate you lending me your time. I know you're a busy man, as always.
Yeah, likewise.
And we hook up and have jokes in cars, innit? So
yeah, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Games.
One day we'll have to do one of the other thousands of motors that you have. You know, we'll hook it up.
We'll do that. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, bruv. Big up.
Sweet. We finished it.
We ain't even started.
Time for the rollers. Look how low it's sat. Lovely. This thing was a pleasure to sit inside. Brings back memories. Good old Nathan, willing to send it at any opportunity. and normal size cars look massive compared to this. I'll leave links to Nathan's channels in the description. Check it out. The struggles of no power steering. Oh, that's why his arms are big. Strong man. He's going a bit red though, he's going a bit red. As always guys, I appreciate you locking in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, smash the hype button. Stay tuned for the next one. Bless up.